Hello everyone, welcome to the another session of your Azure Infrastructure Management using Terraform series, where we are learning about the various concept of how you can manage your Microsoft Azure using your Terraform, that is infrastructure as a code. Okay, so in today's session, our main focus will be on the virtual networks, how we are creating the virtual networks and what are the variables, right? Those things we are going to see in the today's session. So let's start with the today's agenda. Okay. So first of all, we have seen in the previous sessions about the Terraform workflow, like how it is working. So we have seen that we are writing the code and then we are applying the Terraform plan command. And then for deploying, we are applying Terraform apply. Okay. So that is what we have seen in the previous session. And also, we understood that the Terraform configuration is an important part, which we need to write it in the main.tf file. Okay. So that also we have discussed briefly in the previous couple of sessions. Okay. And also what are the providers we have also discussed. And we have seen that how many types of provider. So if you miss that particular session, you can watch the previous session recording. Okay. Now, we have started our journey in the previous class with the creation of the resource group. Okay, how we are creating the resource group using the Terraform, and how we are understanding that that is the importance of the Terraform. So earlier, what we have seen, we have seen that we are going to the Azure portal and doing the thing. But now, what we are doing, we are more focusing on the code part. That is infrastructure as a code. We are more focusing on doing the deploying the resources using the Terraform. Okay. So further, we have also seen how to create the storage account. Okay. So how to create the storage account and how to manage the storage account. That also we have seen in the using the Terraform. In the previous session, we have also seen how to manage the containers using the Terraform. Means inside the storage account, we have created the container and using the Terraform, that is infrastructure as code. Followed by one more thing which we have seen in the previous session, that is how to upload a blob in the Terraform. So if you remember, we have seen this thing. You can see here that our journey has started from defining the provider, required provider, then followed by we have provided these parameters of the provider, and then followed by, first of all, first block is the resource group block, okay, where we have defined it, and then followed by the storage account where we have defined it, and then we have seen after that we have created the container and the blob. So guys, one thing which you need to remember is that if even if you're writing container this section, if even if you're writing this section before this Azure storage account, that also you can write it, right? Writing Terraform doesn't know which flow they need to execute it. Okay. As I discussed in the previous session, Terraform does not know. Means you are writing, you are thinking that first this resource group is created, then this storage account, then this container. You are thinking, I am thinking, and even Azure also knows these things, but Terraform doesn't know. That's why we have applied the depends upon this particular block. So that depends on block will tell that uh, only create the storage account when your resource group is already created. That is what the depends on clause has been used. Okay, and depends on we are using inside the resource block. Always remember that. Okay, so that we are saying that depends upon is the clause which we are using in the resource block, inside the resource block. Okay. So I guess this understanding is clear. Similarly, if you see the block, in the block we have put depends on Azure storage account and the container. Okay, so those things are there, but always remember that how to write this depends on. So let's suppose if you want to show the dependency of this storage block on the container. Okay, so what how you can write it? You can write it like depends on, okay, equals to, in the inside the bracket, what you need to write, your this resource provider type of your container. See, dot your con means this name. So basically, what I'm saying that what I'm referring here is that whenever you are writing the depends on block, right? So depends on, see, this part I have taken from where? I have taken from here. Okay. And dot this part I have taken the reference name of my container. Okay. So that is how it has been written. Okay. if you talk about this, if you go up and if you talk about this storage account, you can see how we have written it. We have written it using, see, if I even I zoom it, so you can see I want to say that this storage account should be depend upon this resource group. So how I can write depends on, I will pick this resource group, this whole value, this thing. Okay, I will place it over here. Okay, and dot rg1 I will be placing from here. Okay, simple. So that is how the depends on clause has been written. Always follow this thing. You do not need to learn, mug up these things. If you understand the reasoning behind it, how we are writing, that will be making a sense over here. Okay, guys, everyone got it? How to write the depends on? Clear? Yes or no? All good? Okay. So this, yeah. Okay. So finally, we have used one more thing, that is Terraform destroy after the practical to destroy our infrastructure. Okay. So whenever you're running this Terraform destroy command, so it is destroying your present state of file. So let's suppose if I run Terraform destroy, I will tell you in a very simple one. Let's suppose if I run this Terraform destroy from here directly, so what it will destroy, you can see main.tf plan is there to save your plan, right? It will destroy that plan and destroy the whatever the resources present inside this plan, it will destroy it. Understood? Got it? Clear? So if you have written the Terraform, just if you type Terraform destroy like this, okay, so it will directly go and check that what is present inside this main.tf plan, because your plan has been saved inside this, right? So once it will check the plan and it will destroy it. Okay, so that is what it has been there. Cool. So that is what we can do it with the Terraform destroy command. Followed by the depends on block. I just now shown you how to manage the dependency across the resources. So let's start the today's agenda. That is how to create a network, right? But before creating the virtual network, we will be shortly discussing about the virtual machines creation. Okay, we will be describing about the virtual machine creation. Before I begin, anyone having any doubt, guys? Anything to ask, to say? No? Are we good to start? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So here, uh, let's start with the reviewing the thing. That is how we can create the Azure virtual machines using the Terraform. Okay. So here you can understand about certain things about the virtual machine, how we are creating it. Okay. So I will take it like this way to explain you in a very simple way. Okay. So you can see that whenever we have a virtual machine, okay, whenever we have an Azure virtual machine, what are the components is being actually required for the virtual machine? So for the virtual machine, we require obviously OS drive, just like you have a laptop. You have a, okay, I will use a dark pen. You have a laptop, okay? You have a laptop, okay? So laptop will be incomplete without the OS disk, right? So it will be having the OS disk. Okay. Similarly, we have something called as network interface card. Network interface card is assigning the IP address to this VM. Okay. Network interface card is assigning the IP address to this VM. Okay. So as you all might be knowing that whenever we are saying that this VM is having this IP address, let's suppose this VM is having this IP address. So IP address, who is providing the IP address? IP address has been provided by the network interface card. Okay. IP address has been provided by the IP address was provided by this particular network interface card. Okay, so you can say that this particular VM, I have a VM, okay, and then I have a network interface card who is providing the IP address to my VM. Okay, and to host my data, that is operating system data, we have an OS disk. And okay, so these are the components required. But a user outside the network wants to connect to this VM, if a user outside the network wants to connect to this VM, then how they can connect it using the public IP address. So guys, I am just telling you what are the components required for your virtual machine to work. Okay. And everything is being managed under the one thing that is your Azure Virtual Network. So you have a virtual network inside which we can configure multiple resources out of it. Okay. So what are the preliminary steps or the requirement for the virtual machine? This is the most important requirement, that is virtual network. Your VM should belongs to some particular virtual network. Otherwise, your VM is not able to create it. Okay, so these are the things which we have seen in in our knowledge from the Azure point of view. Okay, and if you want to manage the rules and restrictions, if you want to manage the firewalls and all for your network interface card and all, then we are using this beautiful thing that is your network security group. Okay, so I am just telling you what are the basic things of your virtual machine, and so our basic concept is to create and to focus is the virtual network. Okay, so we are focusing more here. We will see how the virtual machines are created using the Terraform. We will also see that in our subsequent sessions. So stay tuned for that. But for the time being, what we are doing in the today's agenda, that is how we can create the virtual network. Okay, so that is what the approach here is. Okay, so let's understand. If anyone have any confusion on this particular diagram, we can take it ahead. No, all good, cool.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
this is what we can see that. Perfect. So let's understand about something. The next topic for this. What is the next topic, guys? Next topic will be related to the same thing. That is your okay. Before heading to the next topic, I wanted to draw your attention on the very small thing. What is the small thing which I wanted to draw attention? So before going and understanding how your virtual networks have been created using the Terraform, that is one thing is very important. One thing is very important. And what are they? So if you go, let's go to your 1 second. Uh, registry.terraform.io. This is the particular configuration registry of the Terraform. If you go to the browse providers, if you go to the Azure, so one thing I wanted to always tell to in every classes, okay, if you go up, there is some particular version of your Azure RM provider, that is your 3.99.0. Okay, 3.99.0. Today we are learning this thing. Today I am making this recording, I am making a video, that is fine. But if tomorrow it might be changed, like it might be 4.00 something, 5.00 something, so how would you know that whether you are working on the updated version or not? It is very important. So this is today, as of now, it is 3.99.0, right? But if tomorrow, if this is upgraded, if this is upgraded or something as per the documentation, if you go here, if it is upgraded, so how would you see that? If you click on this down arrow, you can see that my upgraded version is now 3.100.0. So in 2 weeks back the down the line, it might be 3.98 or 3.97. So my concern here is that how would you update it? How would you update it? So just you need to copy it the latest version. So whether you're working on the previous version, there is no harm, there is no issue. Okay, but Terraform say that always work on the latest and upgraded version as per the directory. So Terraform is a product of the HashiCorp, and they are updating the modules versions every time. Okay. So here you can see that when it is updated 2 days ago, that is 3.100.0. Okay. Source code, it is coming from the GitHub. Okay. So how do we update it, guys? I will copy this value or I will change it. because only 100 I will copy it or whatever you feel like. You can go to your code. Okay, this is my code, right? So what I will do, I will change it to 100. Okay, I will change it to 100 and go to the file, click on the save button. Okay, click on the save button. So now if you want to see the things, let's suppose now if I'm running Terraform init command, I'm just showing you the live error what we are getting. Terraform init command, you can see that what error it is showing. See, failed to query the available provider, could not retrieve the list of available version for provider, because Terraform knows that your library files are 3.99.0, but you have changed the directory to this version, that is 3.100.0. Okay, so how do you upgrade it? How do you upgrade it? So using this particular command which we have seen it, that is terraform init hyphen upgrade. Okay, it's a very small thing, it's a very minute thing, but you should be knowing that how to upgrade it, your version. So if I type here, if I go here, terraform init hyphen upgrade. Okay, terraform init upgrade, and hit enter. So you can see that it is initializing the plugins, and you can see finding the HashiCorp. Now it is checking with the Terraform directory that which version is available, mate. I need to download it. See, now it is installing the HashiCorp Azure RM version 3.100.0. Okay, you can see that it is initializing the fundamentals. See, it is installing it. Earlier, if you just run in the same version of 3.99, it will just say that refreshing state. But now it is what it is doing. It is installing the same. It is installing the provider. Okay, see, it is installing the HashiCorp slash Azure RM. See, now it is ready. You can read it. Terraform has made some changes to the provider dependency selection recorded in, see, where it is recording terraform.log.hcl file. Review those changes and commit them to your version control if they represent changes into your intent. Terraform has been successfully initialized. Understood? So that is why if you are changing just the 3.100 here and just saving it, it will not work, guys. It will throw the error. So what command you need to run? You need to run this command that is called as terraform init hyphen upgrade. Okay, so that is what we have seen, and everything is being recorded as a present state in which file? Terraform.log.hcl file, which will be created when you are running this terraform init. See, it is created now. If you go here, see, terraform.log.hcl. So it is having basically this hashes. This is the terraform.log.hcl file. Understood? Makes sense? Version constant 3.100. So everything is now up to date. Got it? Any doubt? Any confusion?
All right.
Perfect. So this is what we have seen it, and let's start with the next discussion, that is something called as variables. Okay, so variables are, what are the kind of variables available, what are those things, and all those part we will be discussing. If so, before we head over to this particular topic, I will show you from the this particular thing, that is your main.tf file. So guys, whatever you are giving, so I will make your life very easier. Okay. So first of all, what is variable? Understand from here. See, name is a variable and we are assigning some value to the name of the resource code. Similarly, location is a variable and we are assigning some location, some values to my location. That is called as variables. And it is part of their arguments. Similarly, subscription ID, tenant ID, all these are variable and I have the corresponding values for them. Similarly, if you go to the under the storage account, I have a name, I have a resource group, location, account tier, and the corresponding values to it. Make sense? Right? So that is the one part of the variable. there are multiple things. We will see about that in one by one. But this is the basic explanation of the variable. So variable is a particular something which you're writing in the argument block as of now, as per our current understanding. In the subsequent sessions, we will explore more about the variables. But as of now, since we are very new to these concepts, so please understand that you are defining some particular constants and you are assigning a value to it. Okay, so that is what we have seen it in the Terraform. These are the variables. Okay, I will tell you how to write it, but we will do one practical and then we will write these things. It's very easy. It's very simple. You will just love it. Okay, I will just show you how to do it. So here, your variables. Now let's understand about that. So first of all, before going, we have seen about the virtual network, but how we are creating the virtual network, that is important, right? So let's understand how to create the virtual networks. Okay. So what I will do, I will go to this documentation, guys. See, I will go to the documentation. But before going to the documentation, what I will do, I will go to the Azure portal and show you how your virtual networks are created. So if you type virtual networks, click on here. Click on one way, I will show you manually. Another way, we will do it with the Terraform. Okay. Click on create. Let's create it. Uh, just select the name. That is, let's suppose I am selecting my uh, name. That is Rajat RG001. Okay. This is my name I'm giving. I'm not using this name in the Terraform. I will keep it manual separate and Terraform separate. Okay. So I'm just giving the VNet name, VNet001. VNet name should be unique within your subscription. Okay. And within your resource group, this name should be unique and central US. Next, if you go, these values I'm just leaving as it is. I don't need these advanced feature. This is how it is creating. So it is giving me the address space. Okay. So guys, one thing please remember, even if you are new, virtual network is having an address space. This can be asked in the interview. Okay. Virtual network is having an address space. Address space means, let's consider this. I will explain you what is that. Have you seen the bread packet, bread, brown bread, white bread, wheat bread you're eating, right, at your home? This is the packet of your bread. Okay. And this is a bread packet. So every slices you are having, right? Slice one, slice two, slice three, slice four, and so, right? So this is a packet of a bread, and you are dividing that bread into the small slices to have your breakfast, right? Or the snacks, whatever you feel like in taking the bread. Now, if you consider this, if you consider this bread similar to your virtual network, if you consider this bread similar to your virtual network, okay, so all these particular packet where this particular range, this particular big thing which you are seeing, right, this thing, whole lot is called as address space. And within the address space means within the virtual network, so address space is having the so many IP addresses. Understand like this. I am having the address space. I am having a lot of IP addresses I am getting. Okay. I will not go into the much basic explanation, but I am saying to explain you here is that IP addresses there, if you choose the IPv4 address space, you are getting multiple IP addresses, correct? So in order to have not wastage of these IP addresses, what we are choosing? We are choosing something called as subnets. We are choosing something called as subnets. So these small slices of the bread are nothing but a subnets, so that your whole lot of bread cannot be wasted. Instead of having the all like a big IP address range, you should have some divisions in that particular thing using the subnets. So if I wanted to explain you here is that this box is a VNet, VNet A, okay? And inside the VNet, we have the subnet 1, subnet 2, and guys, one thing remember, inside the subnet, our resources reside. This is a VM, okay? And this is a storage account, let's suppose, okay? So I have a subnet 1, subnet 2, and inside that my system, my resources are sitting. That's it. So this is a basic explanation of your VNet. Inside the VNet, you have a subnets. And where this address space lies, address space is the whole this big box address range under which these subnets will get the IP address space. Okay, so more you will see if you already know the aware about these things. That is well and good. I hope you this is a basics of Azure. If you miss that, you can watch the basics of Microsoft Azure where I have explained those things. Okay, so those things are there, guys. Anyone having any doubt? The basics of virtual network? No? Are we good? Is it clear, guys? Make sense? Anyone having any doubt? No?
No,
So
Raj.
yeah, so this is what. So I'm giving an address space of 10.0.0/16. So this comes in very basic concept of IP address. I won't be able to go into that because it will take another 1 to 2 hours. Okay. So I won't be going into the explanation of how this address space is written. I'm just talking mainly on from the Azure and Terraform side. Okay. So you can see I have one subnet and whose address range. So always remember that virtual network get the address space, subnet get the IP address range. Okay. So a space who is providing the parent. Parent is virtual network. Who is the child? Child are the subnets. So even if you want to edit it, you can edit it like uh, this subnet A. Okay. Even if you want to add one more subnet, that is fine. You can add the subnet A, subnet B also. Okay. That's both the way is good. So you can click on review plus create and is running the final validation. So this is how we are creating using the particular our Azure portal. So it is running the final validation. Okay, yeah, we are good. And you can click on create. So this is how we can create the resource using the Azure portal. Okay. So you can see, guys, one thing you can see IP addresses, 65,000 IP address we are getting. Okay. So a lot of IP addresses your virtual network is getting. So, but it is always recommended that always try to not to waste the IP addresses, right? So always choose the lesser IP address. Lesser IP address means, in a very simple words, let's suppose if you don't want to waste much IP addresses, go for either 16 or go for either 24 like that or /27 in your virtual address range space of the VNets. Okay. So you can see that your VNet is ready, guys. See, your VNet is ready. And I have created using this particular Azure portal. Okay. So this is what is there. Okay. So guys, one thing I wanted to show you over here is that, so I just wanted to show you one thing that is, this is my RG001 I created, right? I created the RG001. So what I will do, I will go to this particular thing and I will remove this blob container storage and only keep this thing. Yeah. So what I did, I have removed everything, my storage account, because I am not, that practical I have already completed. What I did, I have just kept this resource group RG001. Okay. What I will do, I will try to give the name of this RG001 over here. Let's see. Let's see whether my this Terraform is been talking to this particular Azure portal or not. Are you getting, guys, what I'm saying? I have already deployed one resource group manually. Now what I'm doing, let's suppose my colleague is managing the things or component using Terraform. So what he's doing, he's coming here and just editing with the same name. Project has given the same name. So he is putting it project, same name, and the same regions. Same regions. Okay. So this thing. What I will do, guys, I will quickly run the Terraform destroy command. Why? Because I don't want the previous state should be there, right? So I will just confirm that Terraform init is already there, right? Yeah. Now Terraform destroy. Why I am destroying? Because why I am running this Terraform destroy now? Because I wanted to remove the present state, whatever it is present in the main.tf plan. Okay. So what I will do? I will Terraform space destroy. Hit enter. See, it is destroying. It will ask you. So you can see that, okay, my Terraform destroy shows that no changes, no objects were present because I have already destroyed in the previous session. At the end of the previous session, I have run this Terraform destroy. So my this main.tf plan is clean and clear. No worries. Okay. Now what I will do, guys. So you guys are getting right what I'm saying. I have removed everything from here. I have just edited the name and location with the same name which I have deployed already on my Azure portal. I wanted to check that what Terraform will do if I already created something manually. Okay, right? Clear, guys? So I will just save this thing. I will just save it, and here I will press up arrow. Terraform init. Okay, Terraform init command runs. Terraform plan, and I need to output it into the main.tf plan. So let's see. Let now at this after running this Terraform plan command, this is telling that plan one to add Terraform this RG001 means now this will be creating a resource group. Okay, this is trying to create the resource group. Let's see. Terraform apply. Let's see whether what this particular thing is checking. So I will enter the value yes. And one thing it is going to create, that is it is going to create resource group. See what it is showing. Now at this particular time, now Terraform say that okay, I will create this new resource group, that is fine. But as soon as you hit enter Terraform apply command, it will go into the Azure side to check that hey, I wanted to deploy a new resource that is Rajat RG001. But Azure say that no, this resource is already present, you cannot create it. Understood, guys? This is very small thing, but you should know that Terraform and Azure both talk to each other before deploying anything. Is it clear? Make sense? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So that is what the Terraform is doing here. Okay. Now what we'll do, I will go to our particular document thing, and inside the documentation, I will just type virtual networks. I will type virtual networks. Okay. And here I will come to Azure RM virtual networks. Okay. So now if you want to deploy a virtual network, so this is the particular sample which you can get it and see here also the version is being updated 3.100.00. Okay. So if you scroll down, they will give you the example usage, how you can use it. So what I will do, guys, I will copy this thing. See, this is multiple things, resource group, all those things. What I will do, I will copy this block. I will copy this block of the virtual network. I will just copy it. Yeah, I will copy it and I will paste it over here. See, I have copied the virtual network block and I have pasted over here. So this is my block. So I don't need a tag. Okay. Tag. Okay. You want to deploy the tag. Let's suppose I am deploying a uh, development, this virtual network for development. Okay. So you can see that Azure resource start with the resource block. See, A resource block declares a resource of a given type with a given local name. The name is used to refer to this resource from elsewhere in the same. See what it is written. That's what I told you. The name of this means example, this name, read this. A resource block declares a resource of a given type with a given local name. The name, this means this name, this name used to refer to this resource from elsewhere in the same Terraform module, but has no significance outside the scope of the module. That's why I told you, right? This name, this name is only used for the virtual network name within the module. Actual name of the virtual network will lie here only in the name argument. Okay. Make sense, guys? It is clear? Yes or no? Got it? So I will just give a VNet name. Okay. And here I'm just giving a reference name VNet. And here that is your VNet 2. Okay. VNet 2 or VNet 1, just a like readable name. Location where I am getting location. Let's suppose I want to get the location. Okay, so location here I am choosing central US. In the double quote you can give it. Okay, so this is what resource group name. Resource group name I am choosing from this Rajat RG00, sorry, in the lowercase Rajat RG00. Okay, address space is this DNS server. I don't need a DNS server for as of now. For managing my thing, I will make it. So this is my address space, and inside the virtual network I have a subnet 1 with the prefix address prefix 10.0.1. This thing, and subnet 2 is like this. Guys, one here catch point for you to understand and to remember for your whole life. Okay, what is that? Always try to observe the things very carefully. See, what I'm saying that when you're writing this address space, you are writing in the bracket. But when you're writing the subnet address prefix, you're writing only in the double quote. Make sense? So address space, you're getting the whole lot of IP address. Here also you are doing, but here, this is the way you need to know how to write the address prefix. Address prefix is for subnet level, the child resource. Who is parent? Parent is the VNet level. So VNet is having the bracket open and bracket close. Clear, guys? Yes or no? Make sense? So subnet is written, this address range is written in the double quote, but here address space is written in the block bracket. Clear? Anyone having any doubt? Yes, no, anything? All good?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So this is how we are writing and tags development. Security group. I don't need a security group now. Let's remove the security group also. I don't want to assign any security group. This is fine. So this is my thing. Everything is done. Perfect. I will just save it. Let's save this thing. And what I will do, I will just run Terraform plan out command, and it will run this particular Terraform plan. So you can see that now it is not, see now what it will show Terraform plan. Terraform plan is showing that there are two resources it is going to be created. There are two resources which is going to be created. What are they? The first is your plan to, means two resources going to be created. That is your this virtual network. Okay. If you see here, you can see that. So now also it is thinking that, okay, this is my resource group name, means this is Rajat RG001 is going to be created and virtual network is going to be created. Okay. So these two resources are going to be created, guys. Now what I will do, I will just run Terraform apply command. So it will check that, it will try to run this. Yes, accept the value as yes. Okay. Now let's see what it will say. So it will starting creating the resource group virtual network, but it will throw the error. So you can see that the here if you see resource ID with the this is already exist, means Terraform again is saying that when I am going to the Azure portal, this resource is already there. So what I will do in order to make, because that's what the uh, people say, if you're managing the resources, you always try with the one way only. So what I will do, I will quickly delete this resource group. Okay, so that Terraform will won't get any error. Okay, so if you get it, this is deleting my source group. You got it, guys, right? Again and again Terraform is contacting Azure, so Azure is saying that already the resource is present, resource group is present. Okay, so it is not thinking that okay, I will not create the resource group. It is creating. Why? Because your state is different, right? Here the main.tf plan state is different. What state? Its state is says that okay, try to create this resources which is not present. So in my state rg001 is not created yet. Are you getting my point? Why the Terraform is not understanding? Because main.tf plan is not having that state that rg001 is present. When in the apply phase it is contacting the Azure, then only it is realizing, no, 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 the Azure is having the my Rajat RG001 resources present. Are you getting, guys, what I'm saying? Clear? Yes or no? Got it? So we'll wait. So anyone having any doubt, guys? Yes, no, all good till now. So far, so good.
Rajat, I have
Correct?
doubt.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I think, assume that yesterday I have created a resource group through Terraform. Today, I want
Mhm.
to add resources to that resource group.
Correct.
How can I do that? Do both?
Yeah. So yesterday you have created the resource group. So that time you have run Terraform plan hyphen out main.tf plan, right? So that state is present inside this file actually. Yesterday you have created the resource group that you have output the plan. So whenever I am running this command, think like that. Yeah. Whenever I am running this command, Terraform plan hyphen out main.tf. So I have run it, I have saved it, that's it. Next morning, again I'm coming back and now I wanted to deploy it. What I will do, I will go to my main.tf file here. I will go to this main.tf file. I will add a block, let's suppose virtual network only, right? So now when you run the Terraform plan now, it will check already this resource group is there. If you remember, yes, in the previous session also we have done this practical for our storage account. So resource group is already created. I just added a block of the storage account. So it is adding to this particular resource group. Are you getting? Because that particular state is already present in this main.tf file. That's why you are, whenever you are, okay, understand like this. Whenever, whenever you are saying that Terraform plan, you are instructing Terraform to plan the infrastructure and save it. Out means save. Hyphen out means the parameter to save it in this file, that is main.tf plan. So that next time next day day before day after tomorrow or even after 2 months also, again if you come and deploy directly running the resources directly, if you run Terraform plan, or it will load the plan and you can put it Terraform apply, it will run it. Got it? So that is what. main thing is this only. Your present state should be present in the main.tf plan. Understood? Got it?
Yes.
Yes. So that is what actually. Okay. So it is asking me, okay, where we are. Okay, I guess that is deleted. Yes, that is deleted. 100% is it's deleted. So if you want to remove it, just type CLS to clear your console. And here I will type Terraform plan. Hit enter. Terraform plan -out main.tf plan. So it is, see, it is again asking to create it. Terraform apply. Yes, hit enter. So it will start creating my Terraform plan. Yes. But I have missed one thing. Can you guys tell me? It might give error or it might not give error. I have missed something. Who can tell me? Yes, that is what. You remember what we missed quickly? Come on, guys, tell me. You got it? Why we are getting this error? We missed something.
Depends on.
Correct. Depends on. We miss, right? Because again, Terraform going and creating the resource group. At first, it is creating the virtual network. It again not finding that, right? So depends on. So depends on clause. We can write it from here. See, depends on. In the block, what we write? We write this thing. That is your Azure resource group. Correct? Now, if you go here and if I save this thing, just Terraform plan -out main.tf plan. If you run it, yes. So now if you hit enter, it is creating the my Terraform apply. So enter a value, yes, and it is loading with the Terraform data. See, Azure Virtual Network VNet creating. It will take some time. See, you can see here what are the things added. Plus, 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 all these things will be added. Apply complete, resource one added. So if you go to the Azure portal, refresh your portal, go to the portal.azure.com. Okay. Let's go to the Azure portal.azure.com. Open it. If you go to the resource group, and if you go to Rajat RG001, you can find that VNet1 is there. Okay. So this is how you can see that. And also in the tags, you can see that its environment is development. Why? Because I have a tag over here. Okay. So guys, a lot of people have confusion that, okay, if I wanted to remember these things, this piece of line of code, even if you see in the today's present working scenario in the industrial point of view, everyone is taking their source code from the registry.terraform.io, even if they are the doing automation. Because today in this world, everything, every piece of source code is available on the internet. Those are the days gone where you're learning about the C, Java, and you're writing. At least you should know the logic. Always try to hit the logic. Don't try to mug up the things, right? So that is important actually. Correct? So this is one thing, guys. Anyone having any doubt till now? All clear? All good? Yes? No? What about others, guys? You're getting, or it is going as a like a bouncer? All good till now? So far, so good?
Yeah.
Yes. Before this, you have created resource group from portal side, portal, right?
Correct, correct. I have
Yeah,
created
and
the.
when
Tell me.
when you're executing this Terraform plan, and it is throwing one error.
Correct, that error, because that time it is checking the portal that this resource group already present. Yes.
How can we proceed with the same thing, like created resource group from portal and want to deploy resources through Terraform?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So in those cases, always try to manage one way. Either you are going into the manual approach or you are going to the Terraform approach. Because always remember one simple thing. If Terraform won't find the state. Let's suppose this is your Azure world, Azure portal. Okay. And Azure portal is having resource group RG1. This is your Terraform. Terraform is having its own world, and that world is main.tf plan. Okay. You're writing whatever the piece of code, that's it. At the Terraform apply, when you're hitting this command, Terraform apply, when you're hitting this command, it is talking to the Azure. Hey, Azure, I don't have the RG001. RG001 is the resource group you have created here. Means RG1. Let me put it as RG1. Okay. Terraform is checking that, hey, buddy, Azure, I wanted to deploy my customer, my user wants to deploy this RG001. Is it there? So he will tell, yes, RG1 is already there. But Terraform does not have it in the main.tf plan file. Are you getting? So in that case, it will throw the error that it is present. So in that case, what you need to do, either you can change the name for this particular resource group, or what you can do, you can revise this thing by managing only one way using the Terraform. Because every time it will go and it will throw the error. Are you getting my point? So that is what we will talk about more on the variables part, then we will see the overcome of this problem also. But as if now, understand like that, always try to manage either with the portal or Terraform. I am showing you both the way because we are learning both the things so that you can totally relate that, okay, this resource is created in portal like this and in Terraform like this. Okay, so this is what. Got it, Chaitanya? Clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay, so that is what. Now, guys, one thing you have seen here that is very okay. Can you guys tell me how I can make this code better? Any idea? Means you can see that I am using this resource group here also. Again, I have used this name here also. Let's suppose tomorrow I will deploy one resource group. I will use the same name again and again also. Is there any way I can name this resource group only once and I can use it in my all of the programs, all of this main.tf file? So what I'm saying that I have given this location as central US. Again and again, I am giving central US, central US, central US in various modules, right? Various resource block. How I can overcome this thing? How I can improve my code? Anyone? Any idea?
Elias.
Okay. Elias. Kind
Variables.
of Elias. Okay. What about others?
Variables.
Which variable? Okay, variable is correct. But which variable?
Like
Okay.
somewhere in the main.tf we'll define the variable and that variable we can call here in the rest of
Okay.
the parts.
I am giving you 2 to 3 minutes time. You are very correct. You are 90% correct. We need to define the variable. Search it on this registry.terraform.io and tell me that name. All of you. Are you getting what I'm saying? Take your 2 to 3 minutes and tell me that particular name, what I need to define here. Search it. If you don't get, no worries. We will do it, but just try. You got it what I'm saying? You need to tell me that particular block name. Okay, I'm giving you that hint. That is a block, just like your resource is a block, right? That is also a block where all the variables are defined. Now search. 95% I have told already. Now search in the registry.terraform. Everyone is having this link, right? Registry.terraform.io. Search it. How we can do that? Search it. Let's see. Anyone got it or something? No? Any guess, guys? Searching, still searching. Okay. Anyone got? No?
Variable name.
Variable name. Yeah, this is also a variable name only. This is also a variable location. But how I can uh, improvise into this code? No? Okay. This is your provider block,
Is
right?
it variable block?
Uh,
Variable block?
variable block.
Yeah.
No.
Like
But
like
yes,
provider we
variable. Tell me. Sorry.
like provider we have similarly can we use the variable block?
But you are correct. What is that variable block name called in Terraform?
Okay.
This is the name.
Okay. Okay.
Locals. So we have the main agenda to explain you ask this question so that you will remember this thing till till your longer period of this Terraform journey. Okay, so that's why I am asking this question so that you can correlate it. What? So locals is correlating name which you are giving. See, what is this local? If you h over this thing, it will tell local values assigning name to expression, so you can use this multiple times without repetition. Example, service name, forum name, like that. Okay, so now inside the local, I can type resource group name. Let's suppose I am giving resource group name. Okay, equals to, what is my resource group name, guys? Uh, resource group name is Rajat RG001. Okay, and location. See, location I am using multiple things. Okay, let's use it as location. What is the location? Central. Okay, makes sense now. Now this you got it, guys. So I have declared in the local block. How to declare it, sir? After the provider, wherever but after the block, this is a separate block. Just like your provider is a block, resource is a block. Similarly, locals is having a separate. So I have given resource group name Rajat RG001, location Central US. Okay. Now, if you see here, guys, now how to write it? This thing. So resource group name, it will take the value from where? Can anyone tell me how to write it? Quickly, let's see. How I need to write this thing. I want to give this value of resource group name over here. How I can write it? Any guesses? You guys are getting what I'm saying? I have defined my resource group name location. I want to write this, I want to give this resource group name Rajat RG001 to resource group, right? This is a resource group block. I want to give this name Rajat001 to here. How I can write it?
Locals dot resource
Uh,
underscore group underscore name.
local dot resource group name. Then locals means this one. Understand? Locals means this one. Local I have written. Dot resource group name. This complete you can copy paste it. This thing. Where it is assigning to this name, right? So dot name. That's it. Understood? Now, guys, tell me for location. What do I need to write for location?
Local dot location.
Local dot location.
Local dot
Location
location.
dot location.
Yes. No. Local dot location. It's already taken, right, from here. Location is a string.
Okay. Okay.
Why the name has been taken? Because I'm defining with the, if I define it resource group name dot name, so it is assigning this value and local dot location. Similarly, wherever I will find this thing, location where it is coming from, local dot location, resource group local dot resource group dot name. Okay. But this thing, guys, it doesn't have, it is not a string. So local dot resource group name dot name, you should not put it in the double quotes. Okay, make sense? So everyone is saying everything is fine. That's fine. See, local dot resource group name, everything is fine. So you can save it. So this is what about the locals. Understood, guys? Clear? Yes or no? Make sense? Yeah. So if you run again Terraform plan out main.tf plan, what it is showing? Okay, errors are good. Let's see what errors. In the resource Azure RM resource group RG001, local dot resource group dot name can't access the attribute or the primary. Okay, so if you come here, what I have done? Okay, so here I can remove it. Local dot resource group name. So here I can just take it from save and Terraform plan. No, something is wrong. Can't access the attribute local dot resource group name Rajat RG0. One second. So here, line number 25. What is the line number 25? This is the line number 25.
Dot name.
Yeah, dot name. Let me remove it. One second. So save. I will just run it. Yeah, I guess now it's fine. So guys, here, yes. So here what? So here you can see that local dot resource group name means local this one and resource group name directly. So here it is assigning. So we should not write dot name. Similarly for the location we have done, right? Local dot location, that is what it is written. Okay, you should not put the dot name. Dot name is already assigned to this thing. That's right. So see, uh, I have saved this and I have run this Terraform. If you see here, if you zoom it, I have saved this thing and I have run this Terraform plan. So this, it is saying that no changes, your infrastructure matches the configuration. Make sense? So it will again check this main.tf plan and it has saw that everything is as per the rule. Everything is as per the configuration. So we are good to go enough, and that's why it is showing you this message. No changes. Your infrastructure matches the configuration. So no need to deploy or redeploy anything because everything is present over here. Okay, got it? So how to remove this infrastructure, guys? How to remove it? Quickly tell me. Terraform.
Destroy.
Yes. So it will start destroying the whole infrastructure from the Azure portal. See, it is refreshing the state, everything. So minus minus, see, everything is minus. Minus means destroyed. Plus means added. To destroy. Enter the value yes, hit enter, and it is destroyed. Make sense? Got it? So this is all about the agenda we have discussed today. See, it is destroying everything. See, every resource has been destroyed. So this is all about the today's session agenda, which we have discussed. So you can see destroy complete and resources to destroy. Okay. So if you go to the portal and if you just go to the resource group, refresh it, and it's gone. See, there is no rigid RG0. All right. So this is all about the session agenda. Okay, guys, thank you once again for attending the session.